Welcome to the TeenPreneur Show. I'm your host, Dia Coley, and I'm a teenpreneur, bringing you global entrepreneurs who are teenagers. They've started out really young and are an inspiration to all. They prove to be the perfect example of how teenagers can rise high. So tune into this show every week to know more about these young game changers and be inspired by these teens. Watch the young dream big. Now on with the show. Hello, everyone. Welcome to the TeenPreneur Show. I'm your host, Dia Coley, and I'm also a teen entrepreneur. I'm the founder of Redone It by Dia, which is a company that recycles denim, empowers women, and donates towards cancer treatment and cancer research. But now let's get on with the show. Today we have Catherine. She's 14 years old, and she's Canadian and Taiwanese. Let's bring her on. Hi, Catherine. How
Hi,
are you?
I'm great. How are you?
I'm great. Well, I'm super excited to having you on today because you're different from most of our guests. Traditionally, I feel like when we think of an entrepreneur, we think of someone who owns a business or something of the sort. But you are like the modern entrepreneur since you are an influencer, right?
Yeah. Yes.
Can you tell us a little bit about that and how you've been doing it over the years?
Okay, so I am a teen influencer. I think it's quite different for like the traditional one you put on the show. And for
Mhm.
me, I doing like the social medias and influencer and like singing and performing for like quite long. I start performing since I was 3. And I
Wow.
think I've been using social medias and started influencer things for almost 6 or 7 years. I started
Okay.
when I was young because I know I want to do like influencer and performance things since I was young. It is super fun for me and had always been what I'm passionate in. So it's been quite long.
Oh, that's great. And like you mentioned, not only are you in the influencer social media side, you are a singer, an actress, and a model. That's so incredible. So can
Thank
you
you.
tell us, no problem, yeah. So can you tell us a little bit about your singing side? So what types of songs have you published so far?
Okay, so for now, I have published 3 songs, and the first one is called Change is a Choice, the second one is called Never Let It Go, and the third one is called I'm Gonna. And all the 3 songs are written by me. I wrote it myself. And like the first one, Change is a Choice, I think I wrote it like 11 or
Oh,
12. I just wrote it for like quite long time. I put all my idea in it and just trying to make my first song. And I
mhm.
released it on 2019, and which is my first song I ever published. But before then, I actually wrote like a lot of different songs, just haven't published it. It's just like what my thought, what I like to wrote it down. So when I have like any thoughts, I'll just wrote it down. And I think Change is a Choice. That is like the first song I actually complete. So I use it as my first single. Yeah.
Wow, that's super cool. And you mentioned that you published three so far. Like, which one was your most recent one?
The most recent one is the one called I'm Gonna, and that is the one I published on July 1st, 2021. So it's like the most recent
Oh.
one. And I only published the lyrics video because we
Mhm.
can't really film like the music video for now,
Mhm.
but it's super cool to like film a music video. So I always wanted to film that because I think that song I'm gonna is like a summer vibe and like happy
Mhm.
chilling vibe. So it would be super cool to film a music video for that. So hopefully I
Yeah.
can film it soon.
That sounds super cool, and it was super recently published. Like, I want to
Yeah,
totally listen to it right now. But,
thank you.
of course. And so you mentioned that not only you're in the singing aspect, you do act. Can you tell us maybe about that side of your career?
Okay, so for all my performing, like my career of this, I started acting since I was like 5 or 6. The first
Mhm.
role I got is in a music theater, so it's like a musical role, and I am the lead of that show. It's like a not really big one, but it's like a music theater, so it's
Yeah.
called The Little Mermaid, and I am like the lead role of it. I also
Mhm.
do like the two supporting role for the same musical, but it's like different things, so I can have time to change. But that is super cool because I love to sing and act, and like it's amazing to imagine that my first acting role is music theater, is in musical, so
Yeah.
I can do acting and sing at the same time. It's super cool and it's amazing experience for me.
Yeah, that's amazing. So I just want to know, like, where did you start first? Did you start first in acting or like in the singing?
I think is maybe singing and songwriting because for me,
Mhm.
songwriting is like writing diary. I wrote all my thoughts, like my emotion, my thoughts, what my life had become first.
Yeah.
So it is so cool because I started learning music super young. So like I can do songs, I can like do the melody of it, and I writing diary like daily, so it's a little bit similar of writing song, just didn't organize it. So I think
Mhm.
singing and writing is like first I started.
That's really cool. And do you have an album for your songs yet?
No, I haven't done any album, but I
Mhm.
had write like so many songs now, but haven't recorded. And I always wanted to release like an album or like an EP. So I think when we are available to go to the studio, I will definitely record more songs and publish more. And hopefully next year I can do my first EP or maybe album as well.
Yay, that sounds great. And
Yeah,
is
I'm
there
so excited.
somewhere, yeah, is there somewhere currently where someone can stream your songs?
Sorry, what? I didn't hear that.
Where can like someone listen to your songs that you've currently published?
Okay, so basically, like all the digital platforms, like Spotify, Apple Music, Amazon Music, like all the digital platform, or just search it on YouTube, and you can find it.
That's super cool. And I know you were talking before about how you couldn't get into the studio. Is there like, was that because of like COVID and those challenges that were brought onto you?
Yeah, it is. Like with schedule, I recorded songs like I'm Gonna and Never Let It Go, my previous song like before COVID, but I
Mhm.
always wanted to like release it when I film my music video as well. But when we planned to film it and then COVID started. So I just published it right now and I can't go to the studio right now. So I will just try
Mhm.
to figure something out and publish it. Maybe do some cover song as well because I have like a little microphone in my house. So I think I can
Nice.
do like cover or like something I can figure out to publish before I can go to the studio.
Yeah, that sounds great though. I know there's lots of challenges that started because of COVID. Do you think like it brought challenges onto like maybe your acting or modeling? side?
Yes, definitely. I actually have got into a show called The Enforced Team, and that is a web series. And that is like a special show and challenging for me because I can't really like go back to the States because I'm currently in Taiwan now. We can't really travel during this
Mm-hmm.
time. And that show is kind of special because we it's like just for like the quarantine series, so we all film it ourselves and send it back to the director, and they help us to editing to make it a show. So it's like just a show for like quarantine. So it's super cool, and that is also one of like the challenging for the COVID for like making a film.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that sounds super cool. I love the whole idea of enforced team. And I know
Yeah.
you are a part of some more talk shows and TV shows. Can you tell us about those?
Yeah, so I think back in third grade, I have been like a co-host of some TV shows in Taiwan, and the one
Mm-hmm.
I'm co-host of it is called Wow TV, and that is a show in Taiwan. And I am like the first season co-host of it. It's like bunch of teens, like as my age, and we talk about like what happened around the world. We share our thoughts in it, and it's super cool because there's like some adults lead us to talk about the shows, to talk about what
Mm-hmm.
happened around the world, like the environment and what we can do to help the environment. And we like sometimes we go to like the outdoor and film like doing some challenging. So it's cool.
Mm-hmm.
That is like show I have ever hosted and be a part of it. And
Mm-hmm.
I am also doing a podcast right now. It is produced by the Wild Child magazine. It's called Trippy Teen Podcast. It also is me and others amazing girls, and we will have like guests to be on show and talk about
Mm-hmm.
like just chatting, playing a game, and it's super fun. I really love to be on like talk show or hosting because I
Yeah.
really love to share my thoughts and chatting with people
Mm-hmm.
and hear like different thoughts from others.
Yeah, both of those sound amazing and super interesting. About your podcast, what like different things do you maybe talk about or different topics?
Okay, so every week we have like different guests, so we will have like the topic with them. And I think the last one we did is like a TikTok versus YouTuber fight. We share our thoughts in it because it is like most popular things for like the things our
Yeah.
age now, like YouTube and TikTok. So it has like a fight. So
Mhm.
boxing match, exactly. So we talk about our thoughts in it, and we also play games. Like games can play online, so it's super cool.
Yeah, it sounds super fun to like even be a part of.
Yeah.
So aside from all of those things, you are also a model. So can you tell us the things that you've been a part of modeling?
Okay, so started modeling since the age like 6. I do
Mhm.
like a little clothing modeling Photoshop, and I oh, and by the way, I just saw like my old picture like yesterday, and I think it's so cute, and like it brings back memories. It's super fun because to see I'm modeling right now and just see my first ever modeling photo. It's like super cool. And for now, I am currently preparing for like an audition for an modeling agency. It's one of like the biggest one in Taiwan now, and it's making a like online audition as well due to COVID. But I think
Mhm.
it will do like the in person one on like second round. So yeah.
Yeah, that sounds super cool. And good luck for those interviews that you're going at. I just want to know when you saw that picture of you when you were like at your first modeling show, do you think that you have like changed in any way? Do you think you got more skills somehow from all the experience?
I think definitely I have improved like the modeling skill, and
Hmm.
I think like the young me while modeling, when I see those photo, I look like I'm really enjoying it because I can see through my smile in my eyes like I'm really enjoying the photo shoot. And
Hmm.
I think it's I think it's just super fun to look back my old photos of me modeling, and I can
Yeah.
definitely think I love modeling just through those pictures.
Yeah. It sounds super fun. And I know that you are also an ambassador for a really big brand in Taiwan. Can you tell us about that?
Okay, so the brand is called Hanling, and it's like an educational brand for like
Hmm.
homeschooling students. It's like an online courses for the students, and I actually go entering their ambassador search, and luckily I getting, and I am like the first ambassador of them, of the brand, and
Ooh.
it's super fun because we can get to do like the photo shots for like their brand, and they also do like textbook. So my photos and some of my interviews for them will
Hmm.
be on like the back cover of the textbook, and that brand e-handling is like one of the biggest like textbook courses brand here in Taiwan. So like basically all the school will using their textbook for like the example courses classes. So it's super
Hmm.
cool because my classmates once so in a class, once my classmates saw me back in the textbook, and they told my teacher, and everyone be like, "Oh my gosh, is that you?" And I'd be like, "Yeah," and that is super cool and super fun. And like because of the whole school, like seeing me
Yeah.
like in the textbook, and everyone just be like, "Oh my god, you are the girl in the textbook." And I'd be like, "Yeah." So that is super cool because it's quite a similar like someone
Hmm.
recognized you. It's super fun.
Yeah. That's so funny though that your school used the textbook you were modeling for.
Yeah.
So, I want to know, are you an ambassador for any other types of brands?
Yes, I am. And I also a ambassador for a brand called For Ocean, which is a brand like helping the environment and
Oh,
cleaning the
nice.
ocean. And I think it's really amazing to be an ambassador for them because I can use my platform to share like the awareness, like the
Hmm.
our environment and what we're facing now, also
Yeah.
the ocean. Yeah, so it's amazing to be like an ambassador for that kind of brand.
Yeah, it's amazing. And you do have a big platform. I know many people do follow you on Instagram. So do you like to advocate for like other types of like social problems that we have?
So I have also do like YouTube, TikTok. I do quite a lot of social media platforms, and I
Hmm.
think like the problem or like the problem I'm facing right now for like social media is like my mental health because sometimes we'll seeing like
Hmm.
the hate or the negative comments on my
Yeah.
post, and because of I started like social media since I was really young. I think in third grade, I started using Instagram, and
Wow.
when people start noticing me, I will see some like hate comment or like judging for
Oh.
my post, my pictures, or any other thing I do. And
Hmm.
I still remember I will take it personal since I was like in elementary school, And
Mm-hmm.
I started be like panicking. I don't know what to do because I think people are judging me, and I was thinking like, should I keep doing this? And my parents, my friends telling me I shouldn't be care about like the hate. I should be
Yeah.
focusing on me, focusing on myself more, and people who really supported me and love me. And that is what I'm still learning it right now. And I think I'm getting like better at facing them. And also like in like middle school right now. I'm in eighth grade right now. I'll be ninth grade soon, but in middle school, everyone, like literally everyone have like Instagram, YouTube, and
Yeah.
like I go to like in school, like in person school, so people will see me. And because my social media have been growing, and people will be like, "Oh my God, they will be like noticing me," and everyone at school, some of them
Mm-hmm.
will like judge me in person. So that is like a thing. It's quite of new to me because I used to get like online judges, but now it's like in person, and it like
Mm-hmm.
really hit me a lot. And I think last year my mental health is getting really worse, and I talked to my friends, my parents, and my teachers, and I think it's getting really better now. And
Mm-hmm.
a lot of people in my school, I know there will be like a half is like hating me and half is like supporting me. So I would just like go listening to like the supporting me, people who love me, and just trying to ignore the people who don't like me.
Yeah, exactly. Because we all know there's that downside in being an influencer, but there's so many upsides, and you've been doing so great. So I say look at the positive on everything. Also, so I
Definitely.
want to talk about, yeah, so I want to talk about how your influencer side. So why did you decide to become an influencer?
So I want to be a influencer because I want to share more like the positive side on social medias, because as
Mm-hmm.
I'm saying, there's so many negative side on social medias. Like every time I saw like my idols, like other celebrities, singers, I saw their post, and like half of the comments or like reposting or like pages is judging them. And I
Mm-hmm.
know like other influencers, singers, or like celebrity, they are also facing like the hate, the negative part. And I think I started performing since a young age. It would be great if I start doing like influencer part, like building something on my social medias and just bring positive parts to it, because as a teenager, we've been facing like so many negative things like our looking, our body shaming, and a lot of things. It's not just for like influencer singers, like all the teens, everyone at school have been struggling for like the negative part and like insecurity of themselves. So I think it would be amazing if I can build a positive platform and use like my songs, my platforms, like
Mm-hmm.
the lyrics in my songs can bring like the positive part, and like telling people they are beautiful and they should always believe in yourself, follow their dreams. And I think this
Yeah.
is what I always wanted to do. I want to do this in the future as well. I want to share more and more positive part of life and
Mm-hmm.
everything using my platform.
That's amazing. I love that. I also want to know if you have any tips or tricks for anyone who wants to become an influencer.
Okay, so the tip is definitely just being yourself, like truly being your true self. Like
Mm-hmm.
share all your life with everyone. Like share what you're doing right now. Just make your audience feel like they are a part of your life. and just
Hmm.
bring your personality, your own personality, your true personality in on the platform. So that's why people can see like who you really are, and they can hang with you on like social medias, and you can like chatting and hang out with them as well on social medias, just being your true self. Show who you are, show your personality
Yeah.
on the platform, make people see like
Mhm.
who you are.
Yeah, that sounds great. Yeah, I love that being real type of concept. And I also want to know, since you have been an influencer for so long, do you think being an influencer is different than the traditional type of entrepreneur?
I think it has like a similar part of like being influencer or entrepreneur. Like
Hmm.
the entrepreneur is the traditional one is my as I knowing is like building a business, like just doing
Hmm.
like business. But now as a influencer or like YouTuber or TikToker or any other like can doing on social medias, I feel like it's quite similar because like if you are
Hmm.
like growing, you will do like a merch and you will be like selling them, and you it's
Yeah.
like a small business to like a merch selling merch. So I think it's quite similar. Also, like some influencers will like doing like collaboration with other brands. So I think it's a little different, but it's also similar because we all doing it online as well. Like more and more
Yeah.
business are doing it online, and influencer is basically most of the influencers are doing it online by using social media. So I
Yeah.
think it's getting close and similar. Yeah,
Hmm.
it's becoming
Yeah, I
more
totally
similar.
agree. Yeah, I really feel like social media, like you said, has really changed the way how entrepreneurship works. And it's a really big part of it as well, like you said. Well, Catherine, it was great talking with you. Do you want to share your social medias with our audience?
Um, I mostly post and update on my Instagram, so make sure you guys go follow me as Catherine and underline official underline account, and you can see my update and like my songs the release date on it. And I also
Hmm.
do YouTube. I do like vlogging or gaming on it, so you can see like different side of my life, and you can go find it as Catherine Chloe Olivia as well. Also, my TikTok is Catherine Chloe Olivia, so make sure you guys go check them out. I will post like different things on it, so it's super fun. You guys can check it out and hang out with me on my social medias.
Well, that's great. And thank you again for talking with us. And thank you everyone for watching the Teenpreneur Show. Make sure you tune in next week at the same time. And if you want to learn more about our show, you could check us out on Instagram and Facebook at teenpreneur.show. Thank you and see you next week. Thank you for watching the Teenpreneur Show with Dia Coley. Follow us for more information at teenpreneur.show on Instagram. To be a part of the show, fill out the form in the Instagram bio. See you next week.